And in today's video, we are going to be doing the door cards on my car, changing the shift boot, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. So let's head straight into it. As y'all can see, we are out here at Menards getting our materials for our door cards, and I'll show you guys what we were picking up. So as y'all can see, we've got this super thin wood right here. And if we look, there is the number code for it. It is underlayment plywood panel. You can see this is what it looks like. This is the back side of it that you won't worry about. But this is the front side that you'll be using for the door cards. But these are all the materials you'll need, plus your door card and then your things to cut the wood and everything. As you can see, we are back at home now with our sheet of wood. As you can see, there's Luna exploring, checking out the wood. I did go ahead and take off my one clean door card. So find your nicest door card that you have, take it off. And what you're gonna wanna do is if I pick it up just like this, and I walk to right here, and I set this thing about, I'd say about right there. Now what you're gonna wanna do, damn, I got a lot more than I thought I needed, which is good because then if I fail, I have a couple of, you're gonna wanna trace around this, like this. Then you're gonna want to flip it around to the other side like this and trace it, because then they won't be flipped. One for the driver's side, one for the passenger side, and they will work out perfectly. So let's trace these on real quick. So as y'all just saw after the time lapse, we got our door card. If you look very closely, we have got one of our sides done over here, and then our other side traced over here onto this side of the wood. And as you can see, both of them are traced out now. Now the next step is I'm going to trim off all this excess so I can keep that just in case. And then we're not going to cut directly in the line like you would. You're going to want to leave probably an inch or so around the entire thing. Around the entire thing, you're going to want to leave an inch. And then after we cut it out, we're going to mock it up on the car and see how much we need to sand down to make it look perfect. So let's get started with cutting. As y'all can see, we've got the passenger side right here. We've just got all the excess cut out. We're going to take this outside and we're going to get a closer trim around it and then mock it up, sand it till it's smoothly to the door, drill the holes, and then put our connectors in. I'll show you guys what I'm using to mount this. So we're just going to be taking a break from working on the door cards over there. As you can see, we've got our new shift boot to match the door cards. So we're going to have to unscrew the shift knob. And then there are, if I pop the tab open, as y'all can see, there's one screw here, one screw here, one inside where the ashtray normally is. And then if I open up here, there is one, two, random bolt. As you can see, 1, 2. So now we're going to start the time lapse on taking the center console. Obviously, you'll have to unplug here as well if you're doing the same as me. We're going to put y'all on the tripod and start the time lapse of me unbolting this thing. Now that we have all of these screws out, I'm going to be lifting it out. So we're going to go into another time lapse here in a quick second. I just got to take the shift knob off. I'm just gonna do it quickly off camera and then we're gonna slide it out. As y'all can see, we have got everything out of here. As obviously I run most of my wires underneath of the center console, so I'm just going to be tucking them more towards the center so that they're a little bit more hidden. But I'm going to continue the install with our new shift boot. Now that we've got all of this brought into here, we're going to be taking the back half. As you can see, there are 4 screws. Obviously, here's the old one. I just didn't like the leather anymore, so I kind of just wanted to switch it up. So we're going to be taking these 4 screws out. So that's what we're going to be doing next. As y'all just saw from the time lapse, we just got everything deassembled. 4 bolts. We've got our plate that holds it on. So off camera quickly, I'm going to match these up, do the little slits, and then we'll get this all mounted back up. I know I said I was going to show you guys me installing it, but it was just 4 screws. It was really simple to do. It is back on here. We are now going to walk back outside and start reinstalling this. And as y'all can see, we've got the new shift boot put in. I think it looks so good, especially with the shift knob. That was our short little intermission of the door card, so we're gonna get right back into it. So now that we just finished putting our new shift boot in, honestly, it looks so good and I can't believe it. We are now going to be taking the rest of our wood down here and our door card, and we're gonna be bringing it out to the shop so that I can trim them and cut them and get them all prepared to go on the passenger side, because that's what we're working on. So I'm gonna head out to the shop and we're gonna start cutting. Just like that, we've got everything done. So now we're going to take it back in the shop and we're going to sand everything down and make it all look nice. I went ahead off camera, just smoothed out the panel, made it look a little bit nicer and everything. It's all ready to go. Our next step is going to be cutting the OEM door card. So I'm going to throw you up on the tripod and we are going to cut the door card. As you can see, we've got the section we needed off of the OEM door card, and I'm going to take it in the shop, just sand the part I cut off smooth. As you all can see, we've got the driver's side one right here all done. We've got the passenger side one here all done. I showed you guys how I did that one off camera just so that I knew what to do, and then got that one finished. Now I'm going to grab my fabric out of the car and we're going to spray some adhesive over it and lay the fabric on top of them. So I've got the fabric all sprayed on and laid down over top. As you saw, I went around and trimmed the excess. It's not perfectly up against it because I'm gonna roll them underneath so that it just makes it look more clean. And then I'm gonna cut out the handle and the speaker hole. So we're gonna get to that in about probably 5-ish minutes. Just how nice the door card looks now. And then obviously the back doesn't look perfect. That was the point. Just made it so that it overlays it and works. I gotta cut out the holes still, but I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit before I do that. So as you can see, I cut the holes out, got everything finished, and I mounted it up on the car. It looks so freaking good with this checkered. So I'm now gonna put the fabric on this other side as well, and we're going to show you the finished result. So that'll be all for today's video, guys. I had a lot of fun. We changed the shift knob in the car. We got both the door cards finished. And I think my next video is going to be we're going to do a cleaning video where it's a deep clean in the car. And then I'm going to try vlogging at a car meet this time, like going around, looking at cars, explaining how I'm feeling. Obviously, we'll still have the cinematic video, as always, like I love to do. But we are going to see you in the next video, so I hope you guys can like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces! We will go